Chapter 11. Papers that Came Too Late. The Swiftsure settled into her patrols in the Mediterranean, her sails catching the warm winds off the coast of Italy and Spain. Joseph worked hard but never stopped thinking about freedom. Every port they entered, he scanned the harbor for American ships, hoping to find a captain who might help him get home. Months passed before word reached him that gave him real hope. His protection papers, the documents proving he was an American citizen, had finally arrived. Friends back home had sent them, along with letters full of news from Fairhaven. Joseph read the familiar handwriting over and over, imagining the faces of his family. With those papers in hand, he could prove he had been taken illegally and demand his release from British service. When the Swiftsure anchored in Gibraltar, Joseph went straight to the American consul's office. The consul, a tall man with a serious face, examined the papers. "These are in order," he said, nodding. "I will speak to the British authorities about your case." Joseph's heart soared. After years of waiting, he could almost feel the deck of an American ship beneath his feet. The consul sent formal requests for Joseph's release to the proper officers. Days passed while Joseph waited anxiously. Then the news came. The War of 1812 had begun. America and Britain were now at war. The moment the first shot was fired between the two nations, Joseph's situation changed completely. The British Navy no longer saw him as a wrongfully impressed American. They saw him as the citizen of an enemy nation. The consul met him with a grim expression. "I'm sorry, Joseph. They will not release you now. In fact," he hesitated, lowering his voice, "you should know that Americans aboard British ships have been treated more harshly since the war began." Joseph folded his papers carefully and put them away. They had come thousands of miles, only to be useless. For the first time in years, the thought hit him hard. I may not get out of this alive. Yet even in the weight of that disappointment, he reminded himself of what he had learned on the sea. Storms pass, tides change, and God is able to bring a ship safely to harbor even after it's been driven far off course. Lesson for the journey. Sometimes help seems to come too late, but God is never late in his timing. What feels like a dead end to us may be the path he uses to lead us to something greater. Bible verse: "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delights in his way." Psalm 37:23.